Welcome to Logical Ask. This is gonna blow your mind. Have you ever experienced that moment of morning horror? You brush your teeth, feeling fresh and ready, then take a big gulp of orange juice, only to be hit with a shockingly bitter taste. It's a universal experience, a running joke, a meme. Why does this happen? Is your orange juice spoiled? Did your toothpaste cast a spell? The answer is science. The clash between minty toothpaste and sweet orange juice is a fascinating chemical reaction on your tongue. Your toothpaste isn't just cleaning your teeth, it's changing how you taste, at least for a while. Think of your tongue as a switchboard for sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and umami. Toothpaste ingredients mess with the wiring, turning a sweet symphony into a bitter cacophony. So, let's dive into the science behind this breakfast betrayal. By the end, you'll know why it happens, and how to prevent it. Science is everywhere, even in your morning routine. I remember one morning before a big day of filming, I brushed my teeth feeling unstoppable, then poured myself a glass of fresh orange juice. I took a swig, and instantly recoiled. The sweetness was gone, replaced by a harsh metallic bitterness. For a second, I wondered if the juice had gone bad. But my scientist brain kicked in. This wasn't a fluke. I'd experienced it before, but this time the contrast was so extreme I had to know why. What was in my toothpaste? What was in my orange juice? Clearly they didn't mix. This wasn't just a ruined drink. It was a puzzle. Our sense of taste is easily influenced by the chemicals we introduce into our mouths. The culprit? Hiding in plain sight in my toothpaste tube. Science isn't just in the lab, it's in moments like these. Observing, questioning, and solving. That's what science is all about. Even a bad-tasting glass of juice can be a lesson. Let's find out what's really going on. The villain in our breakfast drama? Sodium lauryl sulfate, or SLS. It's in most toothpastes, and even shampoos and soaps. SLS is a surfactant. It makes toothpaste foam and helps clean your teeth. But while it's cleaning, it's also interfering with your taste buds. SLS molecules coat your tongue, messing with the delicate receptors that detect flavor. It's like putting covers over some sensors and turning up the volume on others. The real changemaker isn't the minty flavor, it's the invisible SLS left behind. SLS doesn't taste strong, but it dramatically alters your perception of other tastes. The very ingredient meant to clean your mouth is also responsible for ruining your orange juice. Understanding SLS is the first step to solving the mystery. Here's what SLS actually does to your tongue. First, it blocks your sweet receptors, so sugar can't send its sweet signal to your brain. The sweetness in orange juice is still there, but your tongue can't detect it. Second, SLS strips away a protective layer, making your bitter receptors extra sensitive. So not only is the sweetness gone, but any bitterness in your food or drink is amplified. It's a 1-2 punch: sweetness blocked, bitterness boosted. That's why orange juice tastes so terrible after brushing. A single chemical compound can hijack your sense of taste, at least temporarily. It's a perfect example of chemistry in action. The result? A glass of orange juice that tastes like a science experiment gone wrong. Science is cool and sometimes a little cruel. Why does orange juice get hit the hardest? Oranges contain bitter compounds, limonene and naringin, masked by natural sugars. Normally you barely notice the bitterness because the sweetness dominates. But after brushing, SLS blocks the sweet and amplifies the bitter. Suddenly those hidden bitter compounds take center stage. That's why orange juice tastes uniquely awful. While other drinks like milk or apple juice don't suffer as much, the chemistry of oranges makes them the perfect victim for SLS. The juice hasn't changed, it's your perception that's been altered. Toothpaste simply shines a spotlight on the bitterness that was always there. If you found this interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel, and we'd love to have you join our community. Thanks for watching. So, how do you avoid this breakfast disaster? The simplest fix: switch to an SLS-free toothpaste. Many brands offer them and they clean just as well without ruining your juice. If you love your foamy toothpaste, just wait 30-60 minutes after brushing before drinking orange juice. Your taste buds will recover, or flip your routine. Eat breakfast first, then brush your teeth. Dentists often recommend brushing after eating anyway, to clean away food particles and sugars. Just wait about 30 minutes after acidic foods like orange juice to protect your enamel. With a little planning, you can enjoy both clean teeth and delicious juice. Science gives us the tools to outsmart the problem. No more bitter surprises at breakfast. You're in control of your morning routine. Before we wrap up, let's add one more twist. Taste isn't just about your tongue, your brain plays a huge role. Taste buds detect 5 basic tastes, but flavor is a fusion of taste and smell. When you have a cold and can't smell, food tastes bland. That's your brain missing key information. The toothpaste orange juice phenomenon feels so wrong because your brain expects sweetness and citrus aroma, but gets only bitterness. It's a sensory mismatch. Your nose says orange juice, your tongue says bitter. Your brain tries to make sense of the confusion. Next time you sip that bitter juice, remember, it's chemistry on your tongue and neuroscience in your brain. Now you know how to reclaim your breakfast. Choose SLS-free toothpaste, wait after brushing or brush after eating. The orange juice isn't to blame, it's just science at work.